Desmond here from Performance Destination. If you're looking to have your car tuned, whether it's on the dyno or remote, reach out to us and see what we can do for you. We meet the needs on all computer systems. I think it's electric now. That's crazy.
Just the drivers though, not the drivers.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man. All right, thank you. This is Desmond Pierre here, back again with another video. This one, back to my personal project, trying to get the show on the road for this build, for my viewers, for my supporters, for my fans, customers. A lot of y'all been asking, about the setup, about which way I'm going to go about it, what parts I'm going to be using, what parts I'm going to be testing. And our first package showed up today. Happy about it. Anytime some parts show up for y'all, you already know it's an excitement feeling. Even if it's not installed, y'all know how exciting it is. So this just tells me just one step closer to getting things started and rolling. And I'm super excited to start working with GSC. These guys have been so supportive in the DSM Evo 2J community. Like, they're so supportive in the racing community. Their products, their attitude towards racing and their clientele, they are very family-oriented individuals for this company. I'm happy to have them on board, to work with them. I'm happy to run and test out their products here. So we have, our first company on board with this vehicle. And, I test a lot of different combinations of a lot of companies, a lot of parts, a lot of camshaft, valve springs, I test a lot of stuff, and I have always liked the cam sound of the GSC products, whether even if it's S1, S2, and then the S3, good cams. I don't be having problems with camshafts. I don't be having problems with making power on anything GSC. They work really, really good. And I'm pretty sure if there's any issues, these guys are like that. They snap right into it. They're right there for you. They're right there for tech support. They're right there to answer any questions. They're right there to even follow up with you. Hey man, how you liking it? This and that. And they also there for, on a social media standpoint, if that company shows how they engage with their product and with their clientele on social media, that also shows what kind of company they are on the back end. There's a lot of people out here who kind of just don't advertise their clientele. They don't push or reshare their clientele's work and whatnot. That's okay, but for this company, GSC, they love pushing their clientele, reposting their clientele's cars, no matter what it is. They love always bringing everything to light. And I'm happy to run this on my personal car, which we still need a name for my personal car. So you tell me, what kind of name should I give it? I have one in mind. I'm not too sure if I want to run it yet, use that one yet. My daughter wants me to use it, but I have a name. But if you have a name for this Evo, drop it in the comments below. And let me think about a couple of names of what I want to put down for this Evo. But let's open this up and let's. All right, so we got a few goodies in here. Let's kind of push some of this stuffing to the side and kind of go through every package and see what's
see what's what. Okay. We ordered everything valve train related for the cylinder head, everything GSC. The boys came on board for this project. We're collaborating on this new build. And we're gonna make it wicked. Balance shaft delete stuff. Valve stuff. The valves. Balance shaft delete. The springs. And the best for last. Oh, yes. Cam gears, camshafts. The camshaft. These things are beautiful. And best for last. The camshafts. The car won't make power without this. Turbo won't spool properly without this. This right here is what makes a lot of my customers happy. Makes me as a tuner happy. When car starts making power, starts spooling quicker, you know, and who doesn't love a good camshaft sound as well? So this right here is everything.
So we got quite a few things here. Everything to start getting the top end built and the top end rolling. I wanted to get, like I said, I wanted to go with everything GSC for their head package, I wanted to make power, but I also wanted to make sure I'm building good power. So in a way, a lot of times, a lot of people rev their car high, they have a big camshaft, and they don't know if they have the correct valve springs in their motor. They don't know if their car's having valve float. I've had cars like that I've tuned where I'm trying to make power and I'm trying to rev it out, and the valves are just floating, you know, which is not a good sign. The car can't make power that way. So if I rev this thing to 9.5, I want it to make power there. If I rev this thing to 10, for example, I want to make power there, you know. So I've seen some good stuff through the GSC head stuff. You know, this is going to be a stock port head. I want to test it out stock port first, and then I want to swap everything and do a ported head, and do a comparison on the dyno with that. So I want to start things off in steps. I told y'all that I wanted to start testing stuff. I wanted to start showing y'all a lot of before and after differences. This way y'all can see where the gains are, where the money value is, and kind of go from there. And you know, if it's worthwhile for you. So I'm using this car as that test mule. So I'm collecting my own data. Y'all are also seeing the data. Y'all are also seeing the stuff back-to-back comparison. This way we can just see and test things, and you know, we can have fun with this and then kind of see where we are and where we need to go, not only for my car, but for your car or the car that you want to build in the future. But yeah, so we got a few things here. We got their super alloy exhaust valves here from GSC. And you know, just gotta open everything up one by one. I like the sticker. I've never seen one in green. But all our valves are here. This is the exhaust stuff. You know, really strong stuff. You know, you want to there's a lot of stuff in the market. You know, who's to say which stuff is the best stuff? I'm not the one to say it. I always run the stuff that I constantly tune and constantly been proven over and over and over. And I'm always seeing the repetitive, great results, great strength, great durability, great reliability, and also great support. I can't stress you enough how good a company is who stand behind their products, who answers phone calls, text messages, emails, inquiries, questions, There's no such thing as a stupid question. Somebody company who backs you up that way. I try to do that for all my customers, and every time I need GSC, they have always been there, never once hesitated, never once skipped a beat. That's why they're here today. So this is all the exhaust stuff. We got everything here. Send this off. We're sending all this stuff off to the builder, so the builder can build everything out. And this is the intake stuff, intake valves. Just checking over everything, make sure everything is here. Love it. It's somewhat of a flat surface, but somewhat of a very, very, very small dish style. And there's some hidden power in that design there. But this is nice, really nice. I technically don't get too much in details usually on videos like this, but I said I will start going through everything and more tech videos and kind of going through it all and explaining everything and kind of showing you what I see from my view. This is a balance shaft delete, and I can't stress this. If you are a DSM, Evo, whatever, however you want to put it, a balance shaft delete is so necessary. You can save your motor by deleting this. You can free up additional power just by deleting this. It takes time to install, I get that, but I highly recommend this. I don't care if you are a built engine or if you are just stock block making 500. I don't care if you're stock block making 400. You can be 400 horsepower. I still recommend you do a balance shaft delete. GSC makes it all, and I definitely recommend you doing that. Everything comes with it. Everything is here, you know? They even give you instructions step by step. Even the instruction card shows you everything step by step, you know, where it is. They even give you the torque specs. They give you it all here. They make everything real simplified for the end user to know what they're doing. Yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Everything brand new. So. Thank you guys at GSC. We're gonna be putting these products to test, you know? And that's the thing. A lot of these companies, they want someone to put these products to test. They want someone to go through the abuse of this stuff, you know, because that's how you test it to see if what's going to hold up, what's going to fail. And I always get spicy with my tunes, so I put things to the test. Yeah, this is good right here. Yeah, right. This is the retainers and the valve springs. GSC makes two different kind of valve springs. You know, we got more of the heavier duty style because, like I said, I don't want valve float. I don't want the power band to be affected by the springs that's not strong enough. So we went with the heavier duty style. Yep. Yep, the retainers, caps. Yeah, the seats. You even got the little GSC logo on the retainer. So, in every box, I'm finding a different color sticker in every box. I like it. But yeah, this everything here brand new, brand new. Can't wait. Curious how high I would need to rev this motor. Curious on, you know, how good the power is gonna build, and where we're gonna be at for that. Because I want this to be a higher revving engine. I want to make power straight to red line. I don't want to make power to 7,000, 8,000, and it starts falling off. Like, I want everything to be really. I want the power band to stand up as early as possible, as soon as possible, a fast spool, and I want the power band to carry all the way to red line. I do not want it falling off. I want that thing pulling as hard as possible from the time I whack the throttle. I don't want no delay in it. I want it to hit right away, and I want it to take it straightly to whatever RPM point I want it designed for. But that RPM point is going to be determined by, you know, once I start tuning it, once I start turning it up, and when we start seeing where the power is building. We're going to be playing around with a few things. I'm going to be playing around with some cam gear adjustments as well, because I'm not going to just throw in a cam gear and have it set to 0. No, I'm going to play around with it. We're going to work the difference on the spool time with a couple of the cam gear settings. I'm going to see how much faster did it spool, how much slower did it spool. Did I lose power down low and I picked up way more power up top, or did I make more power down low and only lost a little bit up top, or made more mid-range? You know, I want to give it whatever it wants the most, wherever it makes the most power efficiently. And spool time is huge with me. I have to have a car that spools fast. I don't want nothing lazy. I do not want nothing that builds gradually. Like, this is going to be a fully built car. It's going to be designed for, you know, it's going to be good for over 1,000. But when I rack the throttle, I just want my neck in the back seat. I just want that thing pulling so hard, instantly. So this right here is why cars make power. This right here, a perfectly good design camshaft makes the worlds of difference. I've had cars I even tuned on stock block Evo8 turbo S2 cams, example. Just by the camshaft upgrade, I'm tuning that cam perfectly for that particular setup on E85 or whatever you have it. It wakes it up so differently, you know. So on a built engine like this, I'm going to decide soon which turbo I want to run, what size I want to run. You know, I'm gonna pick my build choice. I'm gonna put the car to this car and build everything out how I want this car to be as an end goal. And then after I tune and have fun with it, and then I'm going to start putting other pieces together for different turbos, different manifolds that y'all want to run. Whether it's an FP turbo, whether it's an AGT turbo, whether it's a Garrett turbo, whether it's whatever turbo, whether it's the HPT turbo versus Precision versus Pulsar, whatever. Then I'm gonna do that after I put together my first build of how I want my stuff to be, and then I'll test everything out. I do as much testing as I can as possible, but then eventually the end goal is to put everything back to the original build of what I wanted to for the turbo kit, the fuel system, everything, and kind of go from there, you know. But these camshafts, can't tell you enough how good these sound. These are the GSC S3 cams. Not only that, these are the billet versions. You know, this car is gonna take some abuse, a lot of high revving. And here in Florida, we do a lot of racing at the track. It doesn't snow, we get rain, but that's off and on. So any track event, whether it's roll racing, no prep racing, regular test and tune, I want to take this car there and kind of like just start playing around, have fun with it. Definitely a lot of the no prep stuff. I do want to do that with this car. And I think it'll be really fun just seeing the Evo out there, enjoying and beating up on other cars. So I think that'd be really cool. So that'd be nice to have that car out there. So these S3 cams, first of all, I love the box. It also comes with your cam card, so that's where you can see all your specs. An even bigger GSC sticker. I know where I'm gonna put this one. I have a good idea. Official off-road use only. So this is off-road use only. We don't street race around here. All right, let's take one out and let's see. Ooh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I love this. Billet, love it. It looks so good, I don't even know if I even want to put this in the engine. That's how good this looks. Let's take a closer look. To actually see these cams here in person, always a fresh brand new set. It just looks so good. Like, I just don't even want to touch it. It just looks so good, you know. Regardless of it being new or used, I always kind of go through the camshaft. I kind of check to see for the journals. I check to see for the lobes, if I see any scratches, any damages, or anything like that, you know, because I don't want it to mess up my head. So I kind of just go through it, just kind of give it a visual inspection, you know. Everything looks really good on this, you know, brand new cam. So not really expecting to see anything, but it looks so good. Can't wait to hear how these cams sound. Can't wait to hear the lobe on this, you know. I can kind of tune a car in a way, so if I want the cam to sound super steady, I like steady. But if I wanted to have like a really aggressive sound, or if I want this thing to chop like a drag Honda, I can make it chop like a drag Honda. You know, I have ways of playing around, making different like idle cam sounds. Slow chop, medium speed, a fast chop, 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 chop. You know, but I'm kind of like, no matter how big the build is, I always like cars just to sound normal and not force it to sound or do anything. But you know, there's a lot of customers, they like to have a particular sound. But can't wait to run these. This is gonna be good. Can't wait to run those. Let's put them back in the bag so they don't get scratched or damaged, especially before I'm able to run them. That's there, that. And then I have the remaining stuff here. For the cylinder head. All brand new guides. I don't like the mix match stuff. If I'm gonna go with GSC, go with GSC. I'm not gonna have this person's brand valves, that person's springs, that company's guides and retainers. No, I like to keep it all symmetrical and keep it all the same. Because if I support one company, then I'm fully supporting that company, and then the keepers. This bag didn't come with a sticker. I was looking for another sticker in this bag. every box came with a sticker. Everything's here. Finish everything off. This is gonna be a really nice build. Taking my time with it, working with the right people on this program, and I want to just enjoy it. Go out on the street, go to a lot of the no prep racing here in Florida is pretty big now. We do it pretty often over here. We do it on the back end of the track, so it's not the prep surface. So we'll race from on the shutdown end and race up. I love that. This way, it's a tuner's game and it's an all-wheel drive game. So I use that to my advantage. But I want to do that. I also want to do a lot of the roll racing events. Because I think this car is gonna have miles per hour on it, so I wanna do that as well, and I want to do regular testing too. Test out certain things, test out suspension stuff for 60 foots, test out different gear ratios. Just test out certain things on the car, and just provide that kind of live data. A lot of people they have all the data for themselves, which is not a bad thing. I think that's great. If you have the information, what it takes to go fast or what it takes to make cars reliable and run strong. But then there's also a lot of people like myself who I'll collect it and I'll put the time, I'm putting up my own money to provide this for you. So it's not to say that anybody's giving me anything, nobody's giving me money. I'm putting up my own time and my own resources, my own money to bring all this information so you can have it for yourself. I get a bunch of people who always ask me questions on different combinations, different that. What should I go with, Desmond? I want to tune with you, but tell me what kind of camshaft, tell me what kind of turbo, tell me what kind of this, tell me what kind of that. So I'm going to be able to bring all the live information over to you. This way you can also view it all and take it all in and see what you want to do, Plus you also get some good video footage for you to watch and get entertained and to enjoy. But yeah, so this was the last thing. Everything else is here now for the head, and we already have, from the previous video you've seen, we have a motor. So we have our buddy out in Cali, Mikey Spec from Epic Performance. He is going to be building our engine for us. Really cool guy, really knowledgeable. He knows about the Evo 4G platform inside and out. Die-hard street guy when it comes to racing. When it comes to making power, making things nice and clean and know what he's doing. There's many people you could work with. There's a lot of people out there. I told him about this project I'm gonna be working on. He presented himself to me. I wanted to come on board for it. And, I told him what we're doing. We're doing it for the audience. We're doing it for the channel, just so customers can see that. We're gonna also have him do a breakdown of the engine build. He's going to record the videos on his end, provide it for me so I can provide it for y'all, because there's not gonna be any hidden secrets here. Everything is gonna be out on the table. All the information is gonna be out there. A lot of the specs are gonna be out there for y'all as well, depending on how much stuff he wants to give out on that. But I think it's gonna be really good, So Mikey out in California from Epic Performance, he's gonna be handling on the engine build of things, and then we're gonna just keep it moving along, So my next question is, the next thing for me to provide that I need information on is, what transmission do the people want to see me run? Do you want stock gearbox? It sounds crazy, but some people always, they say it. Stock gearbox? Do you want PPG dog box? Or do you want to go straight to the big boys and go sequential dog box? Sequential transmission. So you get stock transmission, PPG, and sequential dog box. Those 3 options there. So I want to start putting together the stuff for y'all. I want to start testing out some of these products, whether the stock gearboxing, I'm not gonna be much to test out on that. You know, we'll see how much that's able to hold of whatever. On the PPG, it's been proven, and a lot of people, you know, they run that, they love that. But then we also have the option if we want to go with the sequential transmission. Now the sequential transmission is going to be different. That car, the gear change is going to be quicker. I can also play around with the gear ratios for first gears and stuff like that. I feel like it can hold more power, and I feel like the sequential definitely can withstand a lot more abuse in that. But I think overall, the racing wise, when it comes to no prep and roll racing and anything track, the sequential may have a one leg up on the other 2. But it's not for me to decide. I want my viewers and I want my people who will be watching to view this and comment in, and you kind of tell me your opinion of what transmission should be able to run on this car, because I want to run what the people want to run. You know, it's not about me. You know. But I did make an executive decision to go with GSC because I like their head stuff. And you know, I've talked to a few people about, you know, what kind of combination of engine builds they wanted to see. So we're going with a particular combination of builds. But this one publicly, I want to know what type of transmission do you want it to run? You know, and we'll make it happen. You know, so thank you for watching. This is Desmond from Performance Destination. Comment below. Let me know the answers. I need 2 answers. I need to know what name we should have this car at, and I need to know what transmission we should go with. I need a name choice and a transmission choice. Stock transmission, PPG dog box, or a sequential dog box. Till next time, thank you for watching.
Desmond here from Performance Destination. If you're looking to have your car tuned, whether it's on the dyno or remote, reach out to us and see what we can do for you. We meet the needs on all computer systems.